Everybody heard, obviously, about the active shooter incident that just happened 2 or 3 hours ago in New York. Thankfully, I wasn't there. I was inside suing Nina all day. She'll get pissed off and submit this to court. I don't care. Actually, I was cooking dinner at the time, but the whole thing seems strange to me. It's been a while since I've been out at night for a walk, so I guess people will like this. A lot of people wanted me to go up there. I don't think we're going to see anything. I mean, the incident is well over. The cops, I'm sure, have the whole area locked down. But we'll see what we can see. Most people noticed and brought to my attention that the guy ran up to the 33rd floor of 345 Park Avenue South. Why you would do that, I don't know. Why the 33rd floor? That was reported right away in the New York Post. And, I mean, again, I don't know why. It's weird, isn't it? 33rd floor. People who watch all the time know that I talk about 33, how it comes up. It's a steganographic marker. In my opinion, it seems to be. Lots of people know it's got significance in terms of Freemasonry, symbolism, that kind of thing. I didn't tell the guy to go up there. So let's see. We were looking at the New York Post. Let's see what they say. Breaking news. Let's see if I can get the screen on here. We'll just go there and see what we can see. Some people trying to talk to me. Dude, get away from me.
No.
What are you guys trying to do?
We're streamers too, that's why. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, you run up behind me. What's up?
I just want to say hello, sorry.
Thank you. Hi.
How many followers you got?
I got a lot across a lot of different platforms,
Can I
but
say hi?
say hi, guys. Have a nice night. Don't go running up behind people in New York City. You're out of your goddamn mind. Anyway, the point is the rush hour. What do we got here? NYC shooting at building, with Blackstone headquarters. So that's weird, right? Blackstone has their headquarters in there. 5 killed. NFL has their headquarters in there. Seriously hurt. Shane Tamura. So I guess we've got the guy's name here. That's at 9 p.m. They're telling us that. 27-year-old maniac. Always they have. 44-story building is what it is. So see, that's interesting because they love to talk about 44 in the context of Son of Sam. When I used to talk to Manny, people remember Manny Grossman, we spoke about the frequent occurrence of 44 and the Post, right? Was it the Post or the Daily News that was talking about the Son of Sam all the time? But it's a 44-story building that houses Blackstone and the NFL headquarters. I guess that's the guy. They had another guy in photographs earlier wearing a Palestine shirt. I don't know what that guy had to do with it, but they said he committed suicide on the 33rd floor. They found him on the 33rd floor. So what's that about? Why run into that building? It's weird, isn't it? I don't know. I don't claim to have any answers. People are like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory, you know? Well, what? I mean, what? I'm just asking. I mean, that's pretty specific. 33rd floor. Why go in there? If you're going to shoot up Midtown, why go into the building at all? I mean, do people know? Maybe people already know. I haven't really closely read that article. I have to keep my eye out for, rampaging maniacs who are going to run up behind me and also keep the live stream going. But let's see if anybody's there in the chat. I was having problems getting chat going on here the other day. Is it live? Did I screw something up? Maybe people already know. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this is not cooperating. Can't get the chat. Mass stabbings, mass shootings. So the thing that I did find out about that building, that 345, this Twitter user had a thing saying that the Rudin family's 345 Park Avenue, it's one of the first to have CBRS, which is, what is it? Consumer Broadcasting Citizen Band Radio Service or something like that. This was a little difficult to find out stuff about. I don't know what that means, by the way, what the significance of that might be. I just found that, and it's the kind of thing that Hawkins would have gone nuts over, because he would be looking up patents. I mean, here it is. Citizen Broadband Radio Service. It's a shared spectrum. Let's see what it is. US-based wireless broadband system that allows shared use of 3.5 gigahertz band, enables three-tiered spectrum sharing approach. I mean, does this play a role in what just happened? It's very specific that this building is one of the first to have it, and he runs in there up to the 33rd floor. By the way, I don't know anything about the Rudin family. They own the building. Real estate family from Lithuania, 5 billionaires. But obviously, who owns buildings but super rich people? Again, I don't know anything about them. I'm not saying they have anything to do with this. I'm just pointing out, because people be like, oh, conspiracy theory. No, I'm just saying this crazy thing just happened. Guy runs up to the 33rd floor. The other thing that's weird is some of the first video, the first thing that got sent to me was from Oren Levi. Now, I don't think he took the video, but he was obviously out there disseminating it right away. He's got some kind of thing going on with the cops. You know, they want him, it appears, to be getting these stories out right away. According to the National Telecommunications and Information Administration, it's an innovative system. It leverages spectrum access system to manage and allocate spectrum, minimizing interference and maximizing its efficient use. Hawkins would have something to tell us about that. And you know what? It's relevant, because when I walk around, I'm not necessarily able to maximize the efficient use of the network. Sometimes I can't use it at all. Right now I'm trying to look at the chat, not working. Let's see if I'm even live. It looks like it is. Good. Yeah, there we go. So, right, no, not former, who's a former football player? Well, I don't know that Blackstone is on the 33rd floor. They're just saying that Blackstone is in the building. I found out that the NFL, it's on the 5th floor. Was it 3:30? It was 6:30. Maybe you're on the West Coast. In New York, it was 6:30 that it was happening. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think these things have some meaning. And what that meaning is, I don't know. But it just does seem a little bit, you know, I said it the other day that I could feel that something was brewing. I don't even think this was it. This is too small. I mean, it shakes people, and it'll be one of these kind of things. No chat available for view. I see the chat. The shooter is a former football player? Is that true? I thought it said he was a maniac. Let's see what's going on here in Times Square. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to get too close to this building or anything, or that we would even see anything there. If I could, the situation is going to be locked down. Everybody's basically back to normal here. So you say there's an active shooter investigation. NFL employees have been told to shelter in place, do not exit the building. It's interesting to note that the NFL head of security is the former Washington, D.C. police chief, Kathy Lanier. She was the chief of police when Seth Rich was allegedly shot. So, I mean, again, I'm not suggesting that that means anything other than, you know, that lady is involved in some crazy cover-ups in the past. Welcome to Roku City. That's quite a digital display, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, a lot of people were messaging me saying, oh, are you going to go up there? So I'm going up. We'll see what we see. I think it's on 51st, so let me head over that way. Well, we'll go into Times Square and see what's going there at night.
What's up?
All this music is going to monetize the video, so please make sure you sponsor the show. I don't ever get any money from YouTube anyway. But, oh yeah, so I was suing Nina when this, well, most of today actually. And when I say that, I mean, you know, working on legal documents in a case pertaining to her. She'll now write to the court and say, oh, Jason's talking about it. He has to pay my legal bills. Everything she's writing to the court now is about how I should have to pay her legal bills. The fact that she has to respond to what I'm doing means I'm running up her legal bills. She's the one who started this. I didn't tell her to renew this 2-year-old beef. She could have let the thing expire. But what they want to do is they want to criminalize my ability to talk about her. She's, again, trying to make it so that I'm not allowed to move in court to do anything relative to her. She's into taking away people's rights. And frankly, look, it's possible that this is a lone, crazed gunman who decided to run up to the 33rd floor of this multi-billionaire building. That's possible. But it's also possible that this is a staged incident. I'm not saying that it is. Oh, remember the time when it used to be if you said something like that, you'd be taken off the internet? As a matter of fact, it's appropriate to talk about Nina because it's exactly the kind of thing she wants to do. She, you know, the second we have an incident that ostensibly nobody really knows what's going on, if you just start pointing out things like, hey, what's up with the 33rd floor and the Citizens Broadband radio system, they'd be like, oh, that's disinformation. You're not allowed to talk. Get that person off the internet. That's Nina's gig. And when I start telling everybody about what a bitch she is, they say, oh, he's attacking me. Take him off the internet. It's crazy. It is crazy what has happened over the past, let's say, 8-10 years. You know, here's Times Square. It's quite full right now, I have to say. People are out in force. Nobody's too worried about. Nobody's too worried about anything. They got their little kids out and everything. It is hot. It was like 90 all day, and it doesn't seem much cooler. This guy defies gravity somehow. Got to get out of Times Square. This is too crowded. Got wires on people. So we'll head over. That building's on Park, I think. I mean, this is a building that I've walked by a million times. We've never really paid it much attention. I mean, from the casual observer's standpoint, it's like really no different than any other high-end business office building. But that's the other question. How did this guy just run in there with a gun? These are billionaire buildings with Blackstone and NFL, like, they're pretty tight with security, I have to say. I mean, really quite tight. They don't generally just let any old body in there with a gun. Has any information come out about how exactly the dude got in there? Do people know? Thank you for reposting that stream. I did say something didn't feel right over the weekend, and I still feel that way. See, that's what I mean. So people will look into the Rudden family who own that building. Look, if I had to guess, New York real estate billionaire family, probably Jewish. Guy doing the shooting, they're saying is Middle Eastern. They had somebody on the news with a Palestine shirt. So probably a Palestinian supporter. Now people will immediately run and say, oh, the Mossad must have planned this. There's a lot of people who just immediately jump to that conclusion. I don't even know. Rudden might not be Jewish. I know nothing about them. But see, in my view, the whole Israel-Palestine thing, it's not a matter of which side you're on. To me, it's an obvious Hegelian dialect where somebody has created two diametrically opposed, super polarized sides, and they just want to keep doing things to agitate both sides, get people super pissed off at each other's throats, produce podcasts where, people say, like, somebody sent me a text message or, a Twitter X cop was working security for Rudden Properties. Well, was working security for Rudden Properties. Well, going on there? Why? And someone know a lot of it. Park Avenue building is shirt. Like, let's of change. Exactly. False flag. So the Rudden family of New York. Who are they? Rudden Management Company. They control one of the largest privately owned real estate companies in New York. Founded in 1925. It's a real estate empire dating back to 1905. Dating back to 1905. Lewis Rudden. Dating back to 1905. Lewis Rudden. American real estate. Born April 4th, 1927. He's dead at age 74 in 2001, September 20th. $2 billion. Apartments. Founder of the National Association of Drug Abuse Problems and the Association for a Better New York. I don't know, maybe he's the best guy in the world. It has nothing to do with this at all. But why did somebody run up to the 33rd floor of that building after shooting up Midtown Manhattan? It's too weird. And again, I'm not trying to ascribe any blame to the Rudden family. I just looked up that building. Again, in looking for pictures, just to see what's going on, that brought some peripheral information about this, this network, this, what is it again? Citizen Broadband radio service. So what is that? I mean, that seems to be some kind of very specific wireless transmit. I mean, let's see, what would Hawkins say? He would talk about how you would have, people you could drop into a crime scene. What did he used to talk about? Who remembers from Hawkins' days? You would drop in people into a crime scene who would do these things. He'd be looking at these pictures. I miss David. We're coming up on 2 years. No Hawkins. But he would think that network had something to do with it. I mean, it is notable that it's one of the first buildings in the country to have it. Let me see, if I disconnect this, maybe I'll be able to get to the comments. We've got comments here from, so the cop was working security for Rudden Properties. Let's see what people are saying. Thanks everybody who's watching on X. Definitely share the stream and subscribe on X. You can get lots of sponsor exclusive content on X if you subscribe there. Let's check in with people on YouTube. YouTube is not cooperating. Oh wait, maybe if we turn off this. Yeah. Now it should. Got a complicated network of my own right here. There, now it works right away. Interesting. Don't know why. But let's see what people are saying. Have people learned anything important about what was going on there? David Hawkins was interesting. Well, so right, people are saying that this is going to be a gun grab. I mean, look, obviously, it's extremely difficult to get a gun in New York City, and they're only going to make it more difficult if that's remotely possible. Do you know that even to get a gun and keep it in your house in New York City, you have to be personally and keep it in your house in New York City. You have to be personally interviewed by the NYPD, and then they get to decide if they're going to give you a gun or not, even if you haven't had a felony. It really does seem anti-Second Amendment. A lot of people are disgusted by that, and I can understand that, particularly given how dangerous it is. Right, exactly. You could inject people into a crime scene from the prison system. And you know what? We've seen evidence of the NYPD doing that. That's what I mean. That's why I'm very suspicious. Thank you, Scott. That's why I'm so suspicious of the New York Post, because do people remember a couple of years ago when I got accosted by those people at a Palestine protest? One of them looked exactly like Victor Parra. If you Google right now, Victor Parra, Venezuela, New York Post, you'll see the guy. He was arrested for maybe stealing a moped or riding around on a moped or something like that. And then he was right there at the protest at FIT, waving a Palestinian flag in my face, like about to poke my eye out, and the police wouldn't do anything. Just like they don't do anything when crackhead Barney is around. It seems like they want her there. So it seems like there's certain things that the police want to have happen. Why? I don't know. I can't answer that question. But it seems clear that they do. X was really going crazy with information. The other person who I saw had video was Freedom News TV, you know, Olya Scootercaster. How are these same people always right there? It's almost as if the police tell them. I mean, are they able to get anywhere in New York City within seconds? Maybe they've put together a network of Johnny on the spot, live streaming news reporters. Perp had a gun permit in Vegas. From Vegas, car from Vegas. Interesting. Crisis actors, people are saying. Yeah, NFL headquarters in the building is interesting, and also that, you know, police chief, head of NFL security. Has anybody seen any news about how this person got into the building? I mean, there's going to be a lot of security in that building, just preventing random crazy people with guns from getting in there. Or at least that's the idea. Let's see. Let's see what the New York Post is reporting now. Rush hour bloodbath. Rifle-toting NYC shooter kills 5, including NYPD officer. Well, we're going to have to ask Sal if he knows anything about that officer. Maybe, I don't know. At least one police officer was shot at the scene and is in critical condition. Another civilian was shot and is also in critical condition, police said. NYPD cop among 5 killed, seriously injured. Gunman ID, deadly shooting that killed NYPD officer. Shane Tamura is the gunman, apparently. Nice images around NYC at night. Right? Shane Tamura, a maniac gunman who killed at least 5 people, identified as a 27-year-old Las Vegas man. Named by sources as the shooter, he stormed 345 Park Avenue, a swanky 44 building, opened fire. So I guess he shot his way into the building. Is that the idea? I mean, why? What was he doing in that building? Seems very specific. They found a vehicle with Nevada plates registered to him at the scene. How did he find parking in Midtown? Ha. Guess he probably parked illegally. Well, I don't know. What else do we know about this guy? Did he have a motive? Or he just wanted to run into that very specific building to the 33rd floor to kill himself? I mean, isn't that always the way that the lone gunman, he kills himself so that you never know really what the purpose was? Oh, wait, we might have walked past it. 52nd, I think it's right across this way to the right. Pretty close to Trump Tower, by the way. You know, this is the fancy part of town, Cartier and everything. Yeah, we can see the police lights already from here. So the whole area is going to be locked down. It makes no sense, exactly, Doug. That's why. You know, of course it's a terrible tragedy. People got shot. But the bigger thought that comes to my mind initially is, what the hell is this all about? I mean, it's super specific. It's not like a guy just got on the street and started shooting around. He went right into this building. Who did he kill in the building? Was it a hit on that cop? Shoot out the window like Paddock. Well, I don't think Paddock shot out that window, actually. But also, why do that? I mean, come all the way into Midtown Manhattan. Obviously, this just happened, so there's a lot that is not known. There's people just having dinner in there. I guess the street is totally closed off. Try going around to the other side of the building. Seems like there's people just walking on the sidewalk there. Let's go around the block. See what we can see over on Park. Yeah, I mean, I was just up here yesterday or 2 days ago. So, I mean, you know. They said it was a level 3 NYPD response. I don't know what the different levels are. Oh, can't go over this way. The whole entire area is on lockdown. It's quite a thing. So who was that guy in the Palestine t-shirt? He would seem to have nothing to do with this. Did people see that picture? Somebody tweeted it to me, X'd it. How many streets do they have closed off here? Quite a few, it would seem. Okay, I guess this is open. Can I cross through here?
It's so close, you can't go through here.
Can't go through?
Can't go through.
Where can you go to the east side?
45th.
45th? Wow, so they've got the whole area closed off down to 45th. This guy's got the bicycle on the sidewalk. See, I mean, obviously, if you had a gun, you could shoot these people and get in, but is that it? Did they shoot the security guards at the front desk? This is 49th. You got to go down to 45th Street to get to the east side? Well, wait a minute. This is 49th, and it looks like we can go across. That guy can't count to 45. Let's see what else people are talking about here on X. Several officers shot after Middle Eastern man opened fire on anybody. Yeah, see, that's freedomnews.tv. Right in there with the cops. They're always there, it seems. Yeah, not as high level as it should be, Elizabeth Rose says on the security at that building. Well, I mean, look, certainly if you storm in there with a gun, almost no building in New York City would have security to deal with that. I initially had thought the guy just sort of entered the building with the gun and started shooting, but now it's unclear exactly what he did. It's also interesting how much of this area gets closed off. And if somebody has plans to do something else, isn't this a way to keep people away from lots of other things around here? Future of garbage. Yeah, so this is all totally closed off. Why do they need all of this? It's quite a response. Right? Well, maybe that's an old scooter caster guy riding around the city on a bike, getting to the news quickly that way. It's really quite a police response. Well, I mean, there you go. That's it, basically. We just can see. Now, wait a minute. Doesn't this building have Teneo in it? I mean, it doesn't matter. You look around here, you can't swing a cat without hitting something fancy and important in a building. These are all, see, these are probably detectives or something. These are unmarked cars. They're not going to tell me anything. Certainly not on camera. Oh, people have already got his Facebook. Oh. He's from Hawaii, this guy. Yeah, this guy's going to turn out to be something weird. Shane Tamura. Something weird from Hawaii. What are they doing with all these police vehicles? Fire department? Did anything catch on fire? Maybe it's mobile hospital units? MERV 1. What is that? FDNY MERV. Major emergency response vehicle, modified school buses used by the FDNY for EMS and treating multiple casualties at major medical emergencies, equipped with advanced life support and basic life support. Okay, so they got people shot, they bring that over. But I mean, isn't the point of it being mobile that you drive them to the hospital? There's got to be more stuff at the hospital than on that bus. So what are all these guys doing here? There was that big shooting in the building. You didn't hear about this?
Fire in the building.
Not a fire. Some guy with a gun shot like 6 people. Where are you guys from?
We are from Italy.
From Italy?
He's died.
Guy shot people. Gun.
How many people?
6?
6 people.
Come stai?
Ma morti.
I think so, yeah. Some people dead. But you can't go over there. Is your hotel over there? Is your hotel over there?
Near. Is it not possible to...
Ask the cops. Maybe they'll let you, but I don't think so. Ciao. I wonder what she thought of the shooting. Anyway, not to make jokes, people are dead. I don't know why they have all that stuff there. I think that's all I'm going to be able to learn. I mean, we have to, it's a very strange occurrence, I would say. This guy's from Hawaii. Weird, right? What do people think in the chat? James Holmes from Aurora, Colorado. Yeah, CNN says the shooter is a white male. Well, that Masonic temple in NYC, it's actually very close to my apartment. It's on 23rd Street. And I have been by there. I don't think they let you in. The closest I ever came to that was I went into the Masonic Hall in Philadelphia and got to see some of the pictures hanging in there and stuff, and the guy was like, hey, get the hell out of here. There's a terrorist riding a bicycle on the sidewalk. It's too bad I can't speak more Italian. James Holmes, now who is he? Oh, the Batman shooter? Right, that's what I mean. Who the hell is this guy? Comes into the middle of Midtown Manhattan, shoots up a scene. I mean, you know, we don't know anything about any of these people who got shot. Was it a targeted assassination of somebody? I mean, he's going right to this building. You could go anywhere in New York City and start shooting the place up, really. Here we got more maniacs on bicycles. You got to get the bicycle off the sidewalk. There's a helicopter overhead. Upside down pyramid. That building, I think, is JP Morgan Chase. Bicycle on the sidewalk. Get out of here. All these people. You too with the bicycle on the sidewalk. I wish I could speak Chinese. How do you say fuck you in Chinese? So, pretty crazy circumstance. Here's one of these Fisker Ocean ride-hailing things. Yeah, see, I mean, if you wanted to do something sophisticated and complicated around New York City, think about how many sketchy guys are riding around on bicycles, sitting there on the sidewalk or whatever, looking completely normal on their cell phone. If you had this, others may have been involved. I have no doubt, right? They're saying that building had this. Citizens, what is it? CBRS, Citizens Band. Well, I forget the name of it, and that guy just almost crashed into me on his little scooter there. And this thing, it was real hard to find. The pages were already scrubbed. It said that Rudin building was one of the first buildings, I think it said, in the country to have CBRS. Here it is. Citizens Broadband Radio Service. And I mean, look at how specific this is with the different tiers of users, also in a pyramid. What does that pyramid say? Here, let's read the Wikipedia about it. It's 150 megahertz wide broadcast band of 3.5 gigahertz in the United States. In 2017, the FCC completed a process, which it began in 2012, to establish rules for commercial use of the band, while reserving parts of it for the U.S. federal government. Interesting. To limit interference with Navy radar systems and aircraft communications. On January 27th, 2020, the FCC authorized full use of CBRS for wireless service provider commercialization without the restrictions to prevent interference with military use of the spectrum. Well, so key use cases for the network include fixed wireless access, mobile network densification, neutral host infrastructure, and private networks. So, I mean, again, I don't know what any of that means in the context of this. Here's the Roosevelt Hotel. There's a lot of sketchy stuff going on. That radio network just screams at me. CBRS, private. Where'd that graphic go with the pyramid? What does that pyramid tell us? CBRS. Standards, alliance, expected impact, early trials, deployments. Global Mobile Suppliers Association reported that there were 11 companies investing in it in the U.S. All the ones you would figure: AT&T Mobility, Verizon, Motorola Solutions launched Motorobo Nitro, the first managed CBRS platform of product offerings. Business critical communications and data products, which include first purpose-built on-go portable radio. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. So here's this pyramid. Oh yeah, I think I have the pyramid here. Yeah, there it is. So people can see this pyramid. It's incumbent users, priority access, license, and general. So I guess it's, you've got, I don't know, some way of blocking off this network so that you have guaranteed access to the network. I guess, like I'm saying, for mission critical stuff, you don't want to rely on the public cellular network, because look at how many problems I have. If you know you're going to do something, like you got to go into this building and kill some specific person, do we know who the 6 people are who are dead? What about Luigi killed that guy? Is this another one of those kind of things? A targeted hit. That's another thing that Hawkins would talk about. They would use this CBRS network to coordinate a targeted hit with, I forget some of his terminology. People had it in the chat before. Take people from the prisons. Others may have been involved. So FCH 8862. Is that a guess, or you're seeing that reported somewhere, that others may have been involved? I agree, I bet. Using that CBRS network, coordinating something. Because think about it, if you were doing something on the street and then went into a building and into the elevator, that's where you would lose the network. So if you needed constant communication to hit a high value target, he's a crazy person. A hit. Hawkins used to always talk about hits and high value targets. Who is this fucking guy? That guy's fucking crazy. Gonna lose him. He's screaming at somebody else now. Yeah, I don't know. There's stuff to dig into there. CBRS radio network at that Rudden building. Who was killed? 6 people. 1 cop, at least. Seems like the chat has stopped. Are people still chatting? People want me to move out of New York. Laura says, an NFL-related issue? What makes you think that? NFL is in the building, but Blackstone, not BlackRock. Right. Someone, Dirty Roofer, says 33rd floor was a designer and a financier. This guy was a private investigator in Vegas. That would mean he would have to have been issued a license for that gun. Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be a lot to learn about all the different odd details of this thing, it seems. But maybe this is an interesting video for people just to see these different parts of New York City at night. It really is amazing how light sensitive tiny little video sensors have become. It's almost brighter on the phone than it is to my eyes. Looking around. Is Bryant Park still open? I guess if those Italian tourists were out walking around, not listening to the news and also not understanding English, they might not know at all about the shooting. I think that's Salesforce Tower. That was the Oscorp building in Amazing Spider-Man. I've probably spoken about that before. They actually built a set with the top of that building on the soundstage at Sony and had a Spider-Man stuntman sliding around on the roof of that. That was a terrible movie, in my opinion. Back to the chat. Let's see what people are finding out about this. Lots of crazy people in our cities now. I agree, RC. Talk about Obama's head? What do you mean, the crazy library that he's building in Chicago? Or his actual cabeza? What do I know about his head? Oh, look, it's movie night in Bryant Park. And it's Pulp Fiction. That's the best Kahuna burger this guy's ever had. I bet you didn't think we were going to see Pulp Fiction tonight. Look at all the people watching the movie. It's a little bit ironic that there was just a crazy shooting a few blocks away from here and everyone is being entertained watching loads of shooting.
Did you forget that someone was in there with a goddamn hand cannon?
See the size of that gun he fired at us? It's bigger than you.
I think the foot massage was a bit excessive.
We should be fucking dead.
No, we was lucky.
No. That shit wasn't fun. This was divine intervention. You know what divine intervention is?
I don't think so. That means that God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets.
That's right. That's exactly what it means. God came down here and stopped these motherfuckers.
I thought they edited the movies. I guess you bring little kids to, you know what they're getting into. This is New York City. Not like nobody's never heard it before. Oops. How do we,
Theological discussion in the car or in jailhouse cops.
This should be fucking here, my friend. What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
All right, it's a miracle. You going in?
oh, it seems like the camera just froze.
Let's go, nigga, come on.
Oh no.
You ever seen that show, Cops? I was watching it one time. There was this cop on. He was talking about this gunfight.
Get the camera back here?
With this guy, right? And he just unloaded on this guy, and nothing happened. He didn't hit nothing. Okay, it was just him and this guy.
Let's see if we can recover.
I mean, you know, it's freaky, but it happens.
Look, you want to play blind man? Go walk with this jacket. With me, my eyes are wide fucking open.
What the
Uh-oh.
fuck does that mean?
I mean, that's it for me. From here on in, you consider my ass retired.
Jesus Christ.
Don't blaspheme.
God damn
I
it.
said, don't do that.
Hey, you're fucking freaking out on him.
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
killing my fellas today. I'm through.
Well, why don't you tell him at the same time why?
Don't worry, I will.
Yeah, and I bet you $10,000 he laughs his ass
I
off.
don't give a damn if he does.
So it's like the biggest drive-in movie you've ever seen. Everybody's watching Pulp Fiction.
I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped him? Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
I didn't mean to do it as an accident.
Oh man, I see some crazy ass shit in my time, but just
Chill out, man. I told you it was an accident. You probably went over a bump or
man,
something.
I ain't hit no motherfucking bump.
Hey, look,
A lot of people watching the movie.
Son of a bitch, he going off. I don't know why.
Look at this fucking mess, man. We're on a city street with broad daylight. But believe it now, motherfucker, we're not gonna start off the road.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah, a lot of problems in New York City, it's true. Corky wore a onesie to the drive-in. A lot of interesting things happen at drive-ins. I guess you mean you were a baby. They actually had a drive-in up until high school days. Westbury, Long Island, right? Is that where it was?
40th and 5th. I walked over the 42nd.
Right, exactly. Marsalis Wallace. I guess the movie's unedited. I mean, that's pretty wild if they're just showing that there are some crazy scenes in that movie. So here's the Bank of China. I mean, do we really think they're not doing some spying in there? Right? I mean, it's got to be something going on. Bank of China. Is this Elon Musk? Oh, did people see Trump having his press conference today? They were like, hey man, forget about this biggest deal ever in Europe. What about Epstein? And he was like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Then he proceeded to talk about it. And he's saying like Epstein hired somebody away from him or something. It's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, never mind. I don't want to talk about that. It's like, wait, Trump, what the hell are you talking about? And he also, so he keeps saying, oh, if there was anything in there, he said the people who ran the files, I ran against the people who ran the files. They ran the government. It's like, Trump, why are you saying run and ran so many times? He just seems nervous when he's talking about it. And I'm not saying that means he did anything, but it doesn't give people a lot of confidence. Like, just release the damn files. This whole like, oh, they would have done it. Look, whatever. Ton of spying, I agree. The thing that goes against that, they would have released the files, it's like saying, well, they have nuclear weapons. They would have used them if we went to war. But yet they didn't. Putin hasn't, because it's mutually assured destruction. So if whatever is in the Epstein files is the information equivalent of nuclear war, which I think it is, I think it would just be so destructive. That's why he's reluctant to release it. Again, not necessarily to him personally. I think it would unravel just the entire nature of the way the United States, Israel, whoever else does espionage. And then they'd lose that capability. So I think that's why he doesn't want to say. But it's being handled terribly. I don't know, this New York City shooting, it's going to be, I think, another one of these, Vegas shooting type things where we just never find out. Butler, Pennsylvania, Ryan Routh, all of these crazy things that happen that they just never tell us about. Everything happens on the 33rd floor. Same police chief as, here we have the same police chief as Seth Rich. In Maui, you have the same police chief as Vegas. I guess there's just certain police chiefs that know how to shut up and cover stuff up. Here's a bong store with some funky graphics. Stone Dragon. It smells like French fries over here. Better than garbage. So, it's funny? The other day I was like, oh, I don't have anything else to say, I'll turn it off. And then these two fat guys walked right in front of me, twins. And I said, are you guys twins? And they're like, oh, yes. And they were just so funny. I was like, damn, I wish I had that on camera. Funny moment. So we'll keep it going. It's late to have that baby out, isn't it? What time is it? Well, this is good that we got a show in today. I wasn't planning on doing a live stream. Bad for the people who got shot. My sympathy, of course, to their families. That's terrible, but it's such an intriguing mystery that this would happen. I thought at first, the way it was reported, that it was just a guy shooting around the street in Midtown, but now it seems much more targeted. Where were these people shot? Was it in the building or shooting out of the building into the street? David Hawkins was incredibly brilliant. I agree, Sky King. He would have figured out a million things about that radio. High value targets, death pool betting. He would have had all that figured out. Yeah, it was quite a loss. I get very sad when I think about David. Keep wiping whose memory? There was that whole story of Peter Strzok. You know, his Twitter not only got deleted, but he also on archive.org, it said, oh, you can't archive this Twitter page for Peter Strzok. For whatever reason, don't know why. New messages on X. Trump said he's going to pardon Maxwell. I heard him talking about it. So people are saying Blackstone expands headquarters 30%. Right. But I mean, again, that's not inherently... Tamura is his last name, Japanese. Yeah, I agree. That doesn't sound Islamic. And he's from Hawaii, they said. And also, but Blackstone extending their lease in an office building is not really suspicious, is it? So the shooter was a star running back. Oh, so he in the building to get pissed off at the NFL? I mean, he's not an NFL running back for sure. He's some unknown guy. Anyway, it was good to go over there and see the police response, just give everybody an idea of what's going on right now. Think about the radio network in the building. I guess we'll learn more about this over the next couple of days or whatever kind of nonsense they choose to tell us in the New York Post and elsewhere on the news. If you're watching for the first time, please sponsor the show. You can go to crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com. Lots of great stuff on there. You can see the Nina Jankowicz transcript where I cross-examined her in court 2 years ago. I've only just been able to release it because I got her illegitimate restraining order lifted. Now I'm trying to fight that, expunge it from the record, and prove that it was void ab initio. And her lawyer's getting pissed off saying I'm running up the bill. Or she's getting pissed off. I bet the lawyer loves it. I'm not paying that bill, but you can check out the transcript at crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com. Thanks again to people who are sending sponsorship payments to paypal.me/crowdsourcethetruth. A lot of people didn't realize they were getting the show for free on Odyssey for 3 months while Odyssey was transitioning to a cryptocurrency payment system. Only 2 people have utilized that cryptocurrency. So thanks to those 2 people. I'm going to keep Odyssey going. I like Odyssey. But if you're not using the cryptocurrency on Odyssey, please get on to crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com or subscribestar.com or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. You can also get the Nina Jankowicz transcripts on those and all the other sponsor exclusive content. You can also get it if you subscribe to me on X at JG _CSTT. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan and what's her name have Freakier Friday coming out. Oh yeah, Naked Gun was setting up, it looked like the premiere down at the SVA movie theater by my apartment over there on 23rd Street. I don't know why they would use that theater. Actually, you know what? That is a very big screen, and there's not that many big single venue movie theaters in New York City anymore. That's why, if they want a lot of seats in front of a screen, that's why they were using that, I guess. Anyway, I didn't get invited to that premiere, but it seemed to be happening. I have a feeling this whole event is going to be basically memory hold, and we're not going to get too many facts or details about the shooter or who got shot or whatever, unless they have some bigger agenda like getting rid of guns. But you already can't get a gun in New York City, so what are they going to get rid of? You're already not allowed to walk around with an AR-15 in New York City. You know, Vegas, you had the bump stock. They sort of dropped that about the bump stocks, didn't they? Or people decided that bump stocks don't even really matter. It's a police lieutenant looking at his phone instead of paying attention to what's going on. People getting shot, and this guy's not even looking. Shouldn't you be looking at the crowd and paying attention? Seems ridiculous to me. Completely stupid. That guy. I don't know, he's by himself. Isn't it dangerous to not be looking out at the crowd? Just there to pick up a paycheck. Exactly. He's probably getting overtime tonight because all the other cops are up at 52nd Street on Park Avenue. This fat kid on a scooter. Get that fucking scooter off the sidewalk, kid. Where are your parents? Fat little asshole. So many jackasses rolling around on the bikes and the scooters. Some people want to say hello, and then when I invite them to be on the show, they clam up and they don't want to be on the show. Now see, that fat little kid, he could have been a migrant who's been living here for like 4 years, who's been doing nothing but rolling around on scooters on the sidewalk, and he's like, "What, gringo?" My parents got deported months ago. Wow. The city is still a wreck. I mean, Eric Adams. No, I don't think he's going to help. Everyone's like, oh, he's the savior. We got to get rid of Mondami, that's for sure. But I don't see how that's going to happen. This appears to be the future of garbage, just more of it. Yeah, this is like the latest walk around I've done since pandemic days. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. There's a lot of stuff going out of business around here, too. I was walking just the other day thinking about that. I don't know why the cops have all these vans out. It's like they're ready to arrest a ton of people. Oh God, it stinks right here. Yeah, I see. I mean, we need something to just, I don't know. Everyone's like, forget it, man, New York is gone. Somebody could do something to improve it. It was great not that long ago. But I don't think it's Mondami. In fact, I know it's not. Well, it's getting late, everybody, and I'm almost home here. Fat illegal kid on scooter. Exactly. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I like Sliwa for a candidate as well. I hope he can win. I mean, I was sad that Brandon didn't team up with him at that event. And you know, it's earlier it seemed like his event was more full because he's posting some videos from when the weather was nicer. Unfortunately, I was there towards the end and a lot of people started to clear out pretty quickly when it got overcast. So unfortunately, my video makes it look a little bit less well attended than it was earlier when he was giving his primo speech and all that. Well, I didn't do anything I didn't want to, Seeker. I mean, and people weren't pestering me. I wouldn't go there because I was being pestered. I was just curious about the 33rd floor aspect of it. And I figured, you know what, if I don't go tonight, there's going to be nothing at all there tomorrow. So I like it that we got to see what was going on. I like it that we now know like a huge swath of blocks all around the thing were closed down. I mean, again, even if you were doing some operation 2-3 blocks away that had nothing to do with that building, I mean, isn't this quite a distraction to shut everything down, get the cops looking at one thing while you're doing something else? I don't know. That radio network, you could have it broken into different segments where part of the operation is using part of the network and the rest of it is using, you know, Hawkins would go look at the patent for that. And the patent is going to tell you things that Wikipedia isn't going into. And it'll be a dual use technology that he'll talk about. You got to channel. Remember, I was doing that AI Hawkins for a while to get us back into Hawkins ideas. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to sponsor the show on crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com, on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth, patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth, and follow on x.com @JG_CSTT. The dog is really excited. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe.